So Zapata was only willing to talk to us through FaceTime.
We just entertain people, and we got love and we got hate.
My bad. I was looking for the people he was entertaining because it wasn't me. I know that for sure.
He wasn't.
So maybe it was some of them over there. I don't know. But it wasn't me. So I don't know who this is entertaining. All right. Y'all know how we get down. I ain't gonna lie. Me and the boss, we gotta branch out a little bit more. Listen, man, I be getting tired of covering Rand Bob. Well, I always be tired of covering Rand Bob, but you already know Rand Bob gonna do more stuff. So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, this time around, we're dealing with these other YouTubers or whatever. Apparently, they're going around basically being a nuisance IRL streamer within their actions. But obviously, they're not streaming whatever. They're YouTubers. They post videos or whatever. But yeah, they're going around harassing people and all that. So, of course, where people are acting like idiot, nuisance, moron, losers, me and the boss pop out. Jail time. Lovely. Y'all know what we do. So, I ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's get right into it. Ooh, boy. It's that guy that be getting all the views. Shout out to Tozy. We love a Tozy. We got YouTuber destroyed his life harassing strangers in public. Of course, if you guys would like to watch the original video, y'all know where it's at. Down in the description. First link, share the love with a Tozy. I'll say it always. You already know. Yes. Like we say on Troll Talks Everything, share the love with heads.
Yes.
Especially the ones in the videos we out here watching. But yo, let's get right into it. Y'all know what we do, man. I don't want to deal with these idiots.
These YouTubers just had their channel terminated after harassing multiple people in public for attention on social media.
Yep. Yep.
See.
Me and the boss had seen this clip before, so it's these bulls. So like this specific clip we had seen, but we obviously did not know who they were. So now that we're gonna, I guess we're gonna figure out who they are. Wait, this fool got a monitor on.
No, do we for real? Maybe that's something for to hold a cell phone or something. What is that, bro?
You gonna hold your cell phone all the way down here?
I don't know.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Hello?
Filming a prank video doesn't justify seat dropping a sleeping stranger at an airport. Let's be real. The only thing this dude should be jumping on is a treadmill. But these guys started a YouTube channel with one prank, and 10 years later, they're now banned from multiple platforms and facing serious legal consequences. But I guess that's just the journey of these pranksters on YouTube. These guys have been on my radar for a while, but I did not know how much these guys have actually done until 15 Minutes of Shame made a video. And thankfully, because of
shout out 15 Minutes of Shame. You already know. Love 15 Minutes of Shame.
him, a lot of this footage was actually saved because I just had him bookmarked like a rookie. Normally, I would download this stuff, but I managed to forget on this case. But that's also what happens when you keep track of like 500 different nuisances all across the internet. But recently...
Yep.
Yeah, it's getting hard. We're getting there.
Very accurate.
They decided to come back to YouTube, and YouTube's response to that was just to terminate them. And apparently this was far from the first time YouTube had to remove these guys, as it was just in 2023 when they posted a physical confrontation with an older man in a grocery store where they harassed him until he snapped.
What's wrong with you?
Ain't nothing wrong with me.
Can you apologize to him?
Stuff around you.
He didn't though. He didn't. I did.
Hey.
I did, buddy.
Oh, hey, what the hell?
You're choking him, buddy.
Hey, jackass. Hey, jackass.
You're choking him.
Is this really what we're calling content nowadays?
And this was in 2023.
And that's what I'm saying.
Getting worse.
Like I know I'd be making slop. Me and the boss be making slop. But if we're generally considering this content and you watch this and you're like, yo, this is fire.
You were supposed to laugh at this?
That's what I'm saying. Where you're supposed to be like entertained and like happy that this is happening. I'm like, bro, this is like, this is never it. It just never is.
Essentially, they keep stealing this old man's groceries as he's trying to check out. When asked to stop over 10 times, they continue to do so, and he snapped. But even though he snapped, that was exactly the content they wanted, so they continued.
Damn. What's the problem? No, I need it.
Isn't see, this is what I hate too about the stigma of like pranks and John. I have to keep like distinguishing this every time. A prank, or at least what I perceive as a prank, is something that the prankee and the pranker will find funny. So that means the person being pranked and the person pranking, they both will laugh at this collectively because they both could see the humor in it. It is not a prank as if you, the pranker, is one, like the only one obviously doing this, John, or whatever, the only one laughing. And two to that, it's definitely not a prank when you're monetizing harassing people, because this is no prank in the first place. Like, yo, like, come on.
He could have really like choked you out.
And I guess when the larger guy finally stopped, his friend.
And you know what's crazy? Because these are the same bulls that'll be like, yo, bro, and they would get mad that people like react like this or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? People obviously will get agitated by them and get more confrontational. And then heads doing it to them will get mad back. I'm like, bro, you think they pissed off for no reason? Like, that shot is
continued.
so stupid, bro. Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Nah, that's right.
Yeah.
Nah, that's justifiable.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not going. I
Mhm.
tell y'all all the time, we should avoid violence. But brother, you've been touching my Johns and messing with me for too long.
Yeah,
bro.
enough is enough.
I ain't
now.
gonna lie. Like, yeah, like
That's
for
what they
way
wanted.
too long. Like way too long. I ain't gonna lie. Like, nah. I ain't mad at him.
It's just the bottom of the barrel content. They basically go into public, record themselves rage baiting, and YouTube said, hey, we'll just remove you from this platform. And honestly, I'm not surprised in this case. This gang of pranksters have essentially been YouTube rejects for about 10 years. I say the term YouTube rejects.
Yo, you've been doing this for a decade.
Doing that same garbage?
Oh my god, bro. Yo, where do y'all think me and the boss gonna be at it in a decade? We probably gonna have a pod still trashing these bulls.
There's gonna be a lot more.
It sure is. Yo, as tech as more heads get on TikTok and more tech and stuff
gonna be
come,
a lot
oh, there's
more.
gonna be a ton more. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You gon' yeah, no glaze when I say this junk, cause I know heads be watching Troll Talks everything. Yo, me and the boss gonna end up like how Ethan got the pod, bro. It's just gonna be trashing on a nuisance IRL streamers and other bulls all day. These fools gonna provide
Hopefully
infinite
we won't
content.
be in the basement.
Oh nah. By then, 5 bad. 10
I
years
hope we
from
won't
now.
be in the basement.
10 years from now, 5 bad is definitely achieved. I ain't gonna lie. We'll be in that basement. But
Okay.
like
Because they've been terminated from YouTube quite a few times. And it all started basically 10 years ago in 2016. Back in 2016, they decided to pull off what they thought would be the next big viral moment, a highway basketball game. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. They just set
I
up
know,
no, I need some explaining for this.
no.
No, I could understand where this is going, but I gotta see this.
Tozy ain't about to show that. No, it's no way.
How-
It's no way.
No,
How
maybe
you do that?
Now maybe someone else has to explain for me because last time I checked, you needed to be pretty stable on the ground to play basketball. So
Wait.
how exactly are you doing this? Or better yet,
Highway basketball.
maybe I'm thinking this wrong.
78?
This is okay. So this is either
Okay.
dumb conception in two ways. Either
Okay.
they're somehow playing basketball while driving on the highway, or they're playing basketball in the middle of the highway, which in both cases is absolutely the dumbest thing ever.
They on
So
95 South playing basketball.
on the interstate,
Okay.
facts. I feel it.
toy basketball hoop and started playing basketball in the middle of a busy intersection in Houston, Texas.
Yep.
Well, the video was stunning. Showed a couple of guys playing basketball right in the middle of a busy southeast Houston street. Now, police have charged that pair with obstructing a highway.
I guess the only positive with this video is they weren't harassing people for content here. They were just contributing to traffic and being morons and putting themselves and other people's lives in danger. But at least they weren't harassing people.
Edward Gonzalez and Roland Zepeda Jr.
I was about to say, like, yeah, he may not be harassing me physically, but I'll tell you what, they're harassing my time. Now get out of the middle of the road. Like, bro, like, yo,
Yeah.
heads gotta go to work, heads gotta go pick up their
Exactly.
kids. Like, bro, move, bro. See, it's free to not be an idiot. I'm just telling you right now, you don't have to pay
And easy.
anything.
It's
Where
really
and it's
easy.
real easy too. I tell you what, I'd rather somebody really sit there and T-pose an NPC than do this. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you, bro.
craved notoriety. How else to explain
was on the
basketball
news and
games in
everything.
the middle of Houston's highway? When we talked to Zepeda earlier this week, he seemed proud.
I don't think it's okay, but I think it's funny.
But now the cousins are facing obstruction of highway charges. So Zepeda was only willing to talk to us through FaceTime.
We just entertain people, and we got love and we got hate.
My bad. I was looking for the people he was entertaining because it wasn't me. I know that for sure.
He wasn't.
So maybe it was some of them over there. I don't know, but it wasn't me. So I don't know who this is entertaining.
One pretty much is like, I don't know if it balanced out, but we're not here to hurt nobody.
I mean, it shouldn't take a genius to realize that's a bad idea, but it didn't take long for the police to catch wind of this as they got arrested. Edward Gonzalez, he was charged with obstruction of roadway and went to jail with a $5,000 bond. Roland Zepeda was also charged, and they ended up going to jail for about 3 months. But here's the kicker. Their
love
stunt went
jail.
viral, and because of that, I guess they thought they were...
They love jail. These guys love jail.
I don't.
We jail, they jail.
I don't. I'm changing the John to that now. I gotta change the bio description to that. We jail, they're in jail. Because that's literally what happens every time. Like, no, seriously though. I don't. Yo, y'all gotta stop letting this, like, not, I don't even want to say clout, because it's not clout. Because when people perceive clout, it's usually, like, positive clout. Like, you're clouted, you're famous, people like you, you're admired, I don't know. This is not clout, this is hate watch. So y'all gotta stop trying to farm these hate watched audiences, bro. And especially to that, I don't know why. This is the same thing with Johnny. You have an audience of hate watchers, people who don't like you. Yeah, fine, you're pulling in viewers. These people don't like you. What are we talking about? So where are you getting this invincible feeling from? Because if anything, you should feel the most vulnerable. Not only do the people from the broad spaces that don't regularly follow you or whatever not like you just from seeing you off the base. The people who do follow you aren't even your fans. They don't like you either. They're just watching you clown yourself every day. Oh my God.
I won't do that. They stupid. I ain't gonna never do that. They be like, that was dumb. I ain't never doing that. Idiots looking at it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is what I never understand with these type of bulls, man. It's that Johnny Somali syndrome.
So they spent some time in jail, but that didn't stop them because they wanted to come back stronger than ever. In fact, they just went with the attitude of they don't care about consequences and ran with it. Because in their next genius move, it was just to physically assault people directly.
It wasn't a humorous experience when you felt like you were being attacked.
This is Robo in blue, featured in one of the cousins' videos where they approached strangers at Randall's and stuck Q-tips in their ears.
If I had the opportunity to sue them or press charges.
Yeah, that's John's weird.
Q-tips in their ears.
If I had the opportunity to sue them or press charges, I would have done it.
The cousins aren't.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And it's not like,
now you touching people.
And the bulls got, well, the one bull got a prior, so that would be fun for him to deal with. But yeah, that's the one thing I always say. Y'all will hear me say it all the time. Trilly, y'all see me or whatever, Trilly crash on the vids, bruh. I am not a violent bull, bro. Like, yo, I say it all the time, and I'll keep snapping it in. The only time you ever gonna see me get violent or ever say like violence is the way or violence is gonna be the way I'm gonna go out of situations is if you harming either me or somebody I love. Other than that, like, yo, it don't need to get physical. I'm not gonna cap.
I can't believe
but
the fool.
That is also to say that, yo, if bulls is like this is doing some John to you like this, literally, you just about to sit there or whatever, like, no. Yeah, I don't think so. Sorry to tell y'all, sometimes actually, not even sometimes, and not even to what I was about to say, because, like I say all the time, stupid actions have stupid consequences. So you wanted to stupidly stick a Q-tip up my nose or in my ear, and I stupidly punched your teeth out. So that's really tough. Like, bro, what?
New to brushes with the law, both have been arrested numerous times.
Okay, so by 2017, they weren't even trying to get a laugh anymore. They were just going full throttle with harassing strangers, invading their personal space, and even pulling pranks where they physically touched people without their consent.
Next. Bro, hold on, bro. Hey, it's okay. I was next. I was next. Hey, can you? Jackass. Can you? He's. Why are you hitting me?
Wait.
I'm
I'm lost.
No,
I'm confused.
Because I can't even tell who's who.
I'm starting to think that bull he just hit got to be one of the inside guys or something for faking the content, because there's no. That's not a prank. No. Where is that a prank
at?
But
we still on the news, right? We on the news.
Okay,
no,
this is the news. Clip? This is just a clip. I'm assuming this is one of their clips or whatever, like from the actual heads doing this. These idiots or whatever.
For them. Okay.
But like,
nah, you gotta rewind that a little bit.
I'm trying to figure out where the prank is.
Who?
This guy. Okay, no. I pointed out. We're assuming the guy he just hit is like a random stranger, is a random civilian. This guy is the main guy that got arrested. Okay. He's an idiot.
The one that was on the
This is like the Apple worker, security guard, and a random lady, right? My thing is, if the guy who just got hit, I think this got to be farmed or something. Because if this is not farmed and he's not a paid actor or something, this is not a prank. This is just straight up harassment and or like assault. Yeah. Like, this is not a prank at all. Like, brother, the funny part to this is a prank. You in the moment don't even find this funny. So who is the prank on? Or who is supposed to find this prank? Where is the humor?
I think
I can't.
misunderstanding or just I don't know what.
I think we're well far beyond misunderstanding. I think they just didn't understand it all ever.
I was next. It doesn't matter. You don't get to hit people.
It's like they were on a mission to become the most disliked YouTubers around.
Yeah.
Actually, a pretty hard title to get, but they were really going for it. And the way they were really going for this title was the prank randomly kissing strangers. Well, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you know, filming yourself doing that, that sounds like a good way to get charged.
Yeah.
But what do I know?
That's what they do.
Is that not sexual harassment? Like I like
Hey,
nah.
Joe.
Now
Hey,
listen,
Joe.
a kiss or whatever is not as bad as obviously like straight up SA like on that works, but that's still like you're harassing someone because they did not want this John, and it's like kind of a suggestive act. Not even kind of like yo, kissing is a sexual thing. So this would just be sexual harassment. What am I talking about?
How's it going, man? I'm saying good morning.
Yo, I wonder what state this is in, because I'll tell you, there's some states I wouldn't suggest doing this in, because I ain't gonna lie, it might get very lethal. Yeah, they might pull out the tool on you. I wouldn't.
Morning.
Kissing my head for, dog.
Excuse me?
Kissing my head.
I'll just say good morning. I'll just say good morning,
I
bro.
don't give a who you are, nigga.
Hey,
You don't
hey, what are you
fucking touch
doing,
me,
brother?
dog.
What are you doing? Why you gotta do our physical?
You gonna walk behind me and kiss my head?
Look,
nigga.
listen,
know me, dog.
listen, that wasn't me.
Who the f you, dog?
They in the airport.
I feel like I say this a lot at this point, but what a fascinating use of free will. I mean,
Yeah, this is what people are doing in their free time because they're bored. Astonishing, isn't it?
there is no way around this. I don't want this content to exist.
Yeah.
We can go along on the internet and not have this here. We don't
Agreed.
need these
Yes,
pranksters. I feel like a lot
They're
of the
not
topics I
pranksters,
cover
they're just
fall into the
harassers.
category of laughably stupid.
Yes.
Where it's so stupid it kind of becomes funny, but it's still like, come on, why would you ever do that? This is
Oh yeah,
Yes.
you mean literally just breaking down exactly like not even like if there was a term to describe Johnny Smiley, that's it, laughably stupid. It's like all the stuff he's doing is not funny in those cases, but he's so much of a moron and continues to embarrass himself and do dumb things where it's just he's
And
laughably
that's
dumb.
why we always yelling.
Yep.
I think this is what it is. Record, they record.
Mhm.
We jail, they jail. Record, jail, jail. Because that's what happens.
Who gel? They not gelling.
No, no.
Yo.
They're recording, we're gelling,
Mhm.
and then they're gelling.
But they had to for them to gel. You got to be like cracking on heads, and it's
No,
got to actually
we're
make
gelling.
sense. Yeah, but you saying they're gelling? What does that mean?
No. They're recording. They recording everything they do. We come on here, we watch, we gel. Then they go to jail.
Oh, jail! I'm thinking you're saying gel twice. My
no.
bad. That's why I'm like, my mom. Maybe
No.
I'm confused. Y'all
They
gotta correct me if I'm wrong. Like
We jail, they jail.
Yeah. Stunt.
it's just outright sad. Alongside of Johnny has become sad. Vitaly
Yes.
has become just straight up sad. But I guess
Nah, but Sally just got out of here.
Johnny has rookie numbers of time compared to these guys because these guys, they've been filming themselves committing assault for nearly a decade
Yes, and
on
going
YouTube.
to
Hence
jail.
why they've been wiped off the platform. And they can't even use the excuse of we're not hurting anyone. Like,
Here we go.
dude,
They
when you're
can't.
kissing people without their consent, when you're seat dropping people, when you're
that right
assaulting
there?
them,
See?
just get out of
That's what I'm saying. Like
See?
those two especially. Well, actually all three, because one sexual assault, two. And we mentioned this. We had first seen initially seen that clip. Yo, you don't know what complications or underlying illnesses
Nothing,
people
exactly.
have.
You don't
Yo,
even
you
know.
could have sat on this guy, and that could have took his life. What were you
That's I
gonna
was
do
saying,
then?
If he had a feeding tube or something,
Yeah.
or some heart thing, you don't know.
Or like a pacemaker or
Yeah,
something like
see,
that.
you don't-
See, that's what I'm saying.
Stupid.
And obviously this idiot, he went to jail once already. Like, brother, you know how jail is, so you want to be there for your whole life. Because if this person passes, you're getting a life sentence. I need you to know this. So like, like yo, these fools,
Yeah, record, jail, jail.
brain cells are just obsolete, huh?
of here, dude. We don't want you. Get away. Get off my lawn. I just firmly stand my ground here on this channel where I want to live in a world where we can go out in public and there's a 0% chance of some prank channel or IRL streamer harassing you in public without your consent for their own content, especially for profit. I don't think anyone wants to live in a world like that.
I'll tell you, I don't. Yeah, nah. I have to crash. Is this not the most justifiable crash shot I've ever seen?
Justifiable to the highest power.
This is 10 out of 10 justifiable crash shot. Like, bro, what if you got some Jones I don't know about?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you could have just Bro, I'm trying. Yo, some of y'all playing with fire, bro.
They playing with
y'all
fire.
y'all just holding hot coals in your hand, bro. Y'all are just tweaking, bro.
Yeah. No, I was saying good day.
Y'all was saying good day, and I'm about to tell you good night. That's tough. Like,
good day.
You need more like good night.
I mean, even with YouTube cracking down on this content, they just kept getting bolder. During the pandemic, when everyone's stuck inside and the tensions were high, these guys came out of the woodwork yet again, trying to capitalize on the madness. But instead of keeping it light, they just got worse.
This is my store. This ain't your store. It is my store. It's not. If you feel like it, okay. If you feel like you're gonna jump, you jump.
Like, bro, why you doing this to Pops? Yo, Pops is just trying to do his job. He's security at his store. Why you doing this to Pops? Pops holding it down now, but why you doing it to Pops? Like,
well, you jump. Did you jump? Look, I'm right here. Oh well, okay. You do whatever.
At least the upside for them is they might get some views, but the downside is.
And what do those views result in? Okay, you have clout for literally. Yo. I just talked about it the other day, so I'll use the reference here because, again, she's probably our most recent and perfect example. Where is the Hawk Tua girl right now? Tell me. Because I'll tell you where she's at.
That's nothing.
I'll tell you exactly where she's at. Her podcast is getting max 30K views when she used to get almost 1 million. You know what happened? Her 15 seconds of fame is done. And you know what happened to these fools? They didn't even get 5. So...
About 5.
You need to stop trying to make your whole career off of like being a nuisance IRL streamer, harassing people, or off one stupid meme. You want to know why?
On that thing.
Yeah, stupid meme. You want to know why it's not sustainable. People are not going to like you. Your meme is gonna die and run dry. I don't know how many times to tell. So when y'all want to blow up on a TikTok off of doing some dumb John and think that's gonna change your life, is not. You're going to get clout. They might pay you 30K to appear. Still the stupidest thing ever. Yeah. They might pay you 30K to appear once and you're done. So I suggest if that is your plan, hey, you better know how to save your money or invest it because it will not. Coins. Yeah.
Please.
Funny enough that I said that. Yeah, Hawk Tua coin. Hawkonomics. Yeah. Hawkonomics. CoffeeZilla's hilarious. But like, yeah, I suggest you learn how to, save and or invest if that's your strat, to blow up off a meme or do what they're doing, because your money will not be coming in continuously. Why? Because your relevance won't stay around. I know it hurts some of y'all that wanted to be TikTok famous and be a nuisance IRL streamer. I'm sorry. Truly has to let y'all know it's just not probably the best idea. Okay. No, but seriously, though, I know no one's going out and being like these morons. Well, at least most people aren't.
Is jail time, getting banned, or getting their asses beat by security guards or men they randomly assault. It's just fascinating that so many people would rather snitch on themselves for internet attention, but also I have a feeling it's just going to get worse. We're seeing real time that it's actually getting worse and worse. But moral of the story, you can't keep harassing people for views and expect things are always going to go your way. And it honestly...
I'd say if you're going to go out to harass people for views, you should never expect it to go your way. I'd say that off the gate.
You should expect the unexpected.
My question is expect it to go your way, and what is that way for you? What way do you expect it to go? Because if you're expecting it to go positive in any regard, I'll tell you it won't. Or better yet, I won't even tell you. Because I know someone who can. And I know quite the playlist for you. So you should check out the Johnny Samad. No, I'm sorry, playing.
That would be on Mom and Trill's playlist, okay?
Mom and Trill playlist on the Mom and Trill channel.
And we got a Vitaly arc drama, so if you need to check out that too.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I've been doing heads bad. Same thing with y'all. Yo, comment to this show on Trill Talks, everything too. I need to make playlists for other heads like Jack, Fousey, all the other heads we covered too. I need to do the same thing for my page. But yeah, Johnny Smile is the best example of this. Ask him how's it going for him. Well, he'd tell you it's doing great, but I think we know how it's actually going.
He's not guilty of anything.
He did only hurt people's feelings.
Is really just for zero upside because these guys are now banned everywhere, so that makes it hard to get monetized. And it's safe to say that getting a criminal record for some YouTube prank content, that definitely increases the difficulty of getting a job. I guess they just wanted to burden others for attention so they could increase the difficulty of their own life. Maybe they should try to add some value to society and the marketplace next time, but who knows? They might.
Yeah, I don't think they're capable of it.
Go off into the sunset or return with even worse pranks than what we've seen up until now. But I guess it all depends on how many times they want to relive that whole flywheel of making a terrible prank, getting banned, creating a new channel, making a terrible prank.
Don't forget going to jail. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah. No, so it's like a 4-way section. You know how you split up the plate into 4s or whatever, the dividable plate. It'll be that. It'll be go out, do this, John. Get banned, go to jail, then do it again. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But the thing is, like Atoji was saying, like they want to get out of this cycle. What I'm saying is that they can't get out of that cycle because this is the only thing they know. Like they don't know how to be actual good content creators, because if they did, do you think
would have never been there first?
Exactly, in the first place, and probably would have done it already. Like
getting banned, potentially getting arrested, getting banned.
There you go.
That's terrible. Yeah, I mean, it's just it all goes in.
Oh dang, we got to go to jail chance card. Oh crap. Okay, so go to jail, and then we got to roll snake eyes to get out, and.
Cycles now. So how many times do they want to do that cycle? I don't know. They've been doing it for a decade, so maybe they have another decade in them. But hey, if you're new here, feel free.
I could not imagine you have to go out every day and basically be a nuisance IRL streamer. They're YouTubers, but like, dude, their actions are nuisance IRL streamer actions to the T.
I can't even do it.
Every single day for 10 years straight. Oh my God, bro.
In the process of 10 years to go to jail.
This is one of those scenarios. Oh, wait, no, go ahead.
I'm just saying, pay fine. Pay your bond, go to
pay your
jail,
bail.
get another YouTube, get it this banned.
Like, right? I just
sit down behind the camera and watch some videos.
I don't understand why heads can't just be genuine when they pick up a camera. Like, they feel like they have to farm. I feel like for some heads, you at least gotta kind of be like, see the truth, you know, the Cocoa Puffs guy. You at least gotta like try to be genuine and fail at it before I say you're gonna go clip farm.
Right.
Like, you didn't even, some of y'all heads just don't even try to be genuine. Like, you just go straight into farming because you think that's immediately what's gonna get views. And sometimes, yeah, it does get views, but I'll tell you, those views won't be here long for around. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
Feel free to subscribe on YouTube. Thinks you'll enjoy that video, so I recommend checking it out. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Hey, Dozy! You already know. Shout out! Love to see it. That was YouTuber destroyed his life harassing strangers in public. If you guys would like to watch the original video, down in the description. First link. Like I said, share a little bit of Tozy. Love watching the Tozy's videos, dropping the bangers as usual. You already know he gonna be out here when these bulls going crazy.
Next courtroom he gonna be in.
Facts, I was just about to say that too. You know he gonna be in the courtroom.
PP girl, right?
I ain't gonna lie. You know he just got done with Woofy. Let me stop playing. But y'all already know what it is. So we had to end. Whole thing.
Nope, I don't have anything to say.
You sure do. Go right ahead, boss. Take it away. She's got nothing. I have nothing either. Actually, no, I do have something.
Oh, no. What do you got to say?
I gotta just really hype it up. Stupid actions have stupid consequences.
That's it.
Clearly. Duh.
Stamp.
All right. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Okay,
wait, no.
Oh, what screen you on?
Stamped. There you go.
What screen
there
you
we
on?
go.
What screen you on?
Other than that, push end screen pushed over. Like, dang, I'm messing up my words.
First, I watch a video.
This is your fault.
The camera goes off. Now you don't know how to speak.
Yo,
this is embarrassing.
Y'all, I'm just waiting, y'all, for the day we're recording a video and like the power goes out.
Still, because the power goes out times around here. So
I'm not gonna lie. If that ever happens, yo, I'm just still uploading the video. I just, it's just gonna in the middle of it.
We gotta go.
But yeah, like this video up if you enjoyed. Me and the boss would, of course, very much appreciate it. 6K up, 6K down, because 6K round the way.
Turn that on. Make sure that's on.
Turn on post notification bells every time the boss Trilly posts on this page right here. I'm in Team Mama Trill. That boy will be straight up on your feed, gangsta.
Yeah.
Boss, go ahead and let them know what they got to do in each and every video.
Watch it from the beginning to the end, each and every video, and go back and watch the marks.
Stamped. Last but not least, I already know. Appreciate y'all for joining us with the gel sesh.
Yes.
Every time. Appreciate y'all time of day. Y'all know time is finite, so the fact that y'all sitting here spending with us, gelling these fools, is always going to be appreciated. Y'all know we get down. Other than that, we'll be catching y'all when we deal with the next boss.
There's a lot of them.
There sure are. Peace.